Alright guys, so no face cam today. I'm gonna be showing you a bunch of cards. We're gonna go over Pokemon card investing. It's like a super hot topic right now. I started a little bit, like maybe like a year ago. It's getting crazy now because of Gary Vee and all these celebrities and all these like stock bros being like invest emoji, fire emoji into the market. And so it's pretty hectic, but I still think it's a good place and a good time to get into it right now. Because I think like everything that's been happening of people pushing Pokemon cards and like the whole Corona thing and every can I say Corona? Will I get demonetized?
I think it's alright for right now.
Okay, anyways, heck it. But is it demonetized or do you get like search engine blocked?
I think they like stopped doing the like demonetization stuff anyways.
Oh, okay, cool. Whatever. Anyway, so because of like all the virus stuff, I actually think it helped Pokemon a lot. I think Pokemon was super undervalued because a lot of people see it as like the newest like card collecting thing that's like isn't sports, you know what I mean? That's doing really well in terms of like grading and collecting and like selling and stuff. And so I think all the stuff that happened was kind of necessary to push it to its like true price points. You know what I mean? And so, because it's, yeah, like before people would collect Charizards and all that stuff, but then it's like everything that's happened has pushed Charizard so high, and there's all these other cards that are super rare and honestly low key that are like super slept on, and their prices like finally went up. And so I think it was a good time.
Now's a good time to get into it, because like since all the investors are coming in, you're gonna get price blocked once like everyone gets into it and it keeps rising and rising.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going. A lot of people are like, oh, we're in a bubble, but I really don't think it's a bubble. I think it's gonna do more of like a crazy peak and then it's gonna go down, but it won't go past its initial point where it was like a year or two ago. I just can't see it going that way because Pokemon is like really rare. I mean, it's not super rare, but it's getting to the point, and then all these investors and flippers are gonna come in and they're gonna buy up all the stuff, and then so it's just gonna all be gone because it's like vintage cards are not gonna exist. I mean, they're gonna exist, but they're not gonna be easy to find like they used to be. And so I think it's a good time to get into it. Other people might think otherwise, but that's just my theory. But I also think it's a good time because it's like not everyone is super on it right now, so you can still find good deals, find like super niche investments and stuff like that.
There's still sleepers.
There's a lot of sleepers, and it's like once the flippers start coming in, they won't know about the low-key cards and like the like stuff like people who are super into it will know. I'm gonna just so if you guys have questions of like if you should do it now, I think it's always good to start. It doesn't even really matter like where the market is at, as long as you start and you like do your own research and believe in yourself. You can find your own way to like make money and like build your own collection pretty much. Because I remember when I first started, literally this was like my first PSA card, and that was like it, you know what I mean? And then I would like buy collections and like sell certain cards to like buy other cards, and so now my collection is like crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's still pretty hype, you know what I mean? But so in terms of examples of how crazy Pokemon card investing is, I'll start with this Vaporeon card. Honestly, I bought this card, let's see, first edition non-holo. I bought it because my first holo card was a Vaporeon card, so I wanted my first PSA card to be a Vaporeon. And so yeah, and then me and Bex were talking about Vaporeons, and I was like, oh dude, that's dope, because that was her favorite Pokemon. So then I like copped one of these, and I remember I copped it maybe 7 months ago.
Yeah, 7 months ago,
something like that. I got it for $70, like no cap. And then right now, let's see, like the prices are crazy right now on this card. So Vaporeon first edition PSA 10. Wow, are you serious? That one just happened today.
600. Okay, we got surprised at our own price.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. Because I was like, there was like that 449 one that I saw. I don't know. Dude, what?
Yeah, that's definitely on the up.
Let me see if that got relisted or something.
Let's check it.
No, it's sold for 600.
Oh,
that's wild. Okay, anyways.
Okay, that surprised us a bit, but that shows how crazy investing is.
Yeah, and so another thing... So that's just crazy. Investing, if you make the right moves, it's honestly kind of crazy. You could literally ball out. And it's like, honestly, even if we are in a bubble, I don't think we are, like I said. But if we're in a bubble, like, stack your co-op. You know what I mean? Get some money and, like, build a collection. Like, I don't know. It's
it can
fun.
only really go up. It might go down a little bit to correct the market, but it can only go up from here.
Yeah, I think that's me personally, and it's like, yeah, if the bubble pops, then you can just like you'll have I don't know. It's like you can just try it, and as long as you don't spend beyond your limits, then you can be in good positions, and you'll learn a lot of things, and it's definitely worth it. So, like I said, beginner's guide. Also, real quick, here's another example of Pokemon card investing. So I bought a lot of these. I don't even know how many I have right here. Like base set 2 booster packs. So I have a grip of these. I bought these for $60 a piece, I think. This was this was in the middle of Corona, honestly. And so I bought a grip of these. I have 18 of them. I bought them for $60 a piece. And then so, let's see how much they're going right now. Base set 2 booster. Cool. Go to sold for me. $150, $120, $275 for Wade, $120, $150. Yeah, it's crazy. So let's say let's do the math really quick, honestly, on that. Watch, I'll just bring up the calculator and I'll just talk the numbers because I don't want to like set it up in OBS. But yeah, so let's say I bought 18 packs times 60. That's 1080, yeah? Remember that for me.
1080.
So now they're at like what the lowest price right now is like someone did 104. That's a Wade Light. I would say the base, let's see, what is this? Damn, someone got one for 40. That one looks fake though.
Yeah, that one does look fake. I think
this
they
one
got scammed.
This one also,
They're getting scammed. I'd say like 120.
I said 120 times 18. Yeah?
Yeah, so you spent 1080.
So I made a K pretty much.
Flipping Pokemon cards. Just kidding.
Yeah, make a K flipping Pokemon cards.
20 Charizard.
I literally doubled up pretty much.
Yeah, you could sell them right now to double up.
And so, I mean, I'm going to hold on to them because I think they're sick. And then it's like, I know these are like super hard to find, so I'm just going to chill on them for a minute. But, so yeah, that's where I'm at. These are like, this one is crazy, honestly. I made like what, like, if I saw for $600, it'd be like
that's literally
500
some, or not even 100%.
It's like
1,000.
It's better than stocks. Heck stocks. Heck all the stock bros.
You literally made like 1,000% more than you spent.
Yeah, and so it's just wild. And then here's some other examples of how you guys can do it too. I guess I should do a guide. I feel like I'm just talking, but it's like this is what happens with investing Pokemon cards. This is like super possible. Like this card. Okay, I got this card for like, how much did I get this card? I got this card for like $12, remember?
Oh yeah.
And it cost me $20 to grade it. So that's $30 altogether, and it's a no symbol too. See, the more you know about stuff too, the more and more you can come up, because they just listed this as a normal card, and they didn't know it was a no symbol. And so this card's like $300, $400 on eBay right now. So it's okay, we don't have to show them.
Okay.
But so that's that. Let's get into the guide. I've been rambling for like, I guess I've said that you guys should invest no matter what. But all right, so I'm just gonna go over. This is gonna be a super quick guide of like, I guess I'm just like saying random stuff you guys should think about, but let's just run it up. I want to give you guys good fundamentals. I don't want to give you like a top 10 list or anything, you know what I mean? And so what's up?
I'm just gonna show them stuff while you talk.
Okay, I need my notes though.
Oh.
Yeah. How can we do this? Okay, cool. Yeah, just do random stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown. I want to give you guys like good fundamentals, but what I would say first of all is if you guys want to get into investing, is do it if you love it, because like any investment, it could just totally fail. Like it could just blow up. Like literally spent so much money on all this stuff and it could just be worth nothing. But it's like I don't even care because I like the stuff and I enjoy having it. So that's what I would say first of all. And then second of all, when playing with like that it could fall too, it also gives you like stronger hands, you know what I mean? So it's like if I hold this card and it goes down like what, it's like 500 600 or whatever right now, if it goes down to like 200, I don't care. I still love this card. Like, I don't mind having it. You know what I mean? Like, I love having it. So that is what will help you succeed in the first place, is just having a passion for Pokemon cards. And I mean, it's kind of develops over time too, but if you have an initial like interest, then you should be good, because then you'll dig deeper and deeper in your mind. You're gonna be like, you can think about it from the perspective of a collector, and you can say, okay, this card is cool, but I can't afford it, so I can find other alternatives, and other people who are in the same position as you will also follow those alternatives, and in turn those alternatives will go up. And it's just like having an initial interest makes you like think about it like obsessively, and that's how you find all these like really good deals and all these like different things, you know what I mean? And so that's pretty. Should we just switch to normal webcam?
Yeah, you can turn it on.
Okay, watch, we'll do this. We'll switch to here. I have to like hold up. Let's unreverse this stuff really quick. Heck, give me 1 second. Technical difficulties. If you guys are watching this video like unedited, you guys are the goats, because I am not gonna edit it. TBH, honestly. Because I used to like over edit my videos, because I was like, oh, if I edit it good, then it'll be great. But I'm like over it. I'm trying to just like find people who want to watch stuff because they're into it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. So anyways, as we were saying, yeah, do it if you love it. It's a good time. Just keep learning. But so another couple quick things I'm going to run through is that I think you guys should all know is the concept of quick flipping versus investing. And so if you're quick flipping, is the concept of like, okay, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to make some quick money off of it. And that's fine. That's chilling, honestly. I think it's fine to quick flip things for like your collection, because it helps you like pay for things. You know what I mean? Because it's like money's a strugs. But so I don't know. I guess a quick example is Hidden Fates and Champion's Path, because it's like you can, when they come out, you can like sell them right now. Hidden Fates was a quick flip when Hidden Fates was like printed. You know what I mean? Because no one knew how much Nintendo would reprint it, and so it became like a more invest. The Elite Trainer boxes became an investment, but everything else is still kind of a quick flip in a way, you know?
Yeah, like if we look at like pins, the pin collection, they're not as good as they used to be because of the reprints, but they're still pretty good.
Yeah, Hidden Fates is still doing good. There was this one point where Hidden Fates was like not doing good at all. But yeah, so you can like quick flip these. I think Hidden Fates is now more of like an investment, just because they should be done with the reprints sooner or later, but it's still super iffy and it's still like super up in the air. And so Champion's Path, I think, is going to be a quick flip for now, just because you don't really know. So I wouldn't consider those investments, you know? And so I guess one example really quick that I did of a quick flip was an Unbroken Bonds booster box. I found one for like $100, like chillin', at like a local game store. And then they were selling for like what, $270 or something. They've dipped a lot. See, that's what I mean by like quick flips are like not the best move. You know what I mean? One just sold for like $200. It's a good move if you do it and you move fast. And so I sold mine for like $270. You know what I mean? And now they're dipping. They're like the 200s. It'll probably keep going down. So yeah, that's where the concept of investing versus quick flipping is. At least quick flipping. On to the point of investing is like, investing, you got to be down to like hold. You know what I mean? That comes back to like loving it and loving what you buy and like having an intrinsic interest, is like you just got to be down to like hold it for like not no matter how long, but I'd say like years. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff that's like an example of investing is first edition cards. I mean, first edition base set is the most obvious one, but it's like that's like a card set that's guaranteed to go up no matter what. And it's shown that it's gonna go up no matter what. Like, it'll have its like ups and downs, but those ups and downs are still on a continuous upwards pattern. You know what I mean? Like, those ups and downs happen like, hey, watch, I need to be in like this. You should show them the peak and retreat overall upward trend or something.
On Card Ladder?
Yeah, sure. Will it be there?
What do you mean? Tell them more stuff.
Anyways, Van will pull up the chart. But, yeah, watch, we'll pull that up.
Okay, so we go onto this card ladder. You guys see how like it goes up, but then it goes down to correct itself, but it keeps going up.
Yeah.
And then it has like a bit of like.
Watch, we need to do. I wish it was longer. If it was longer, it would show you guys like the full on trends. You know what I mean? But more towards the end is when all this is kind of like an example of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but literally it goes up, and it goes down, and then it goes up, and it goes down, and like stays a little bit, and it goes straight up, and it's on a downward scale. So like basically it's probably gonna go up based on the trends.
But so yeah, that's that. You just got to be down to hold. You know what I mean? Like you just got to like in terms of investing, you are purchasing with your intent. You're not purchasing to sell. You are purchasing to sell in like some ways, like in terms of monetary value, but you're more purchasing the item for yourself because you believe in the item and its scarcity, and you believe in the item as like a whole, and you just like the card. It's like a card you believe in for whatever reason, and that's where it comes back to like if you're a collector, you'll be like, oh, I love Skyridge cards. And it's like there's a reason people love Skyridge. It's like really rare, and so that's that. And then another like question I guess people go through, or like the ideas people go through, is like vintage versus modern. I went through that a lot when I was starting because vintage is a lot harder to find. It's a lot more expensive too. And modern is more accessible. Like you find it in stores, but that's where there's issues because modern is like you can find it in stores, so there's no scarcity. Like vintage is like always the better option because it can't be reprinted. But with modern sets, everything can be reprinted. They're like Nintendo's really down to reprint stuff. They reprinted Hidden Fates, and then example I would say is Ultra Prism. They reprinted Ultra Prism. Like an Ultra Prism booster box was going for like I'd say like 500, 600 a couple months ago. And then I don't know how they're doing now.
$70.
It says Burning Shadows. That one looks fake, honestly.
Oh.
Here, that's a good example right here. This one's 185. They went down like to like a third of what they were worth because Nintendo reprinted it. Like this set was like super rare. It was going for like 500, 600 a booster box, and now it's like 150 again. And so I don't know. That's that. That's all I'm saying. There's like so much uncertainty in modern sets. So that's that. It does have a lower like cost, but does that really outweigh the risk? There's way too much risk. I think in modern there is like investments to be made because I mean there's rumors that Nintendo is lowering print runs to match Japanese ones, but that's like still super up in the air. And so I don't know, modern to me has always just felt like a quick flip, but things are changing. There is some change in the air, and once again, I'm going to say this again. It comes back down to being a fan of like and being interested. If you keep just like being interested and like keeping your like paying attention to how people feel and paying attention to how the climate changes in terms of Pokemon cards and modern, then you can be in touch and you can be one of the people who cops the modern sets that will go up because you know they're going to get scarce or Nintendo's going to reprint them or they're changing their mindset about things. So vintage is always better. Modern has potential. That's what I would leave it at, yeah? Mm-hmm. It has potential if you do your research and keep it up, but yeah, so vintage is always I think vintage will always go up because it's like at the end of the day, vintage is there's no more. Like it doesn't exist. Like people are gonna keep grading them, and there will be more like cards graded and stuff. But it's like the supply is like finite. So finite? I don't even know how people.
I don't know.
Heck it, whatever. And then another thing that we should cover is sealed versus singles. I know this is like a super long video. I'm gonna break all this down into like more like concise videos, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown for people who just wanted to start investing.
Yeah, this is more of like a brief overview. We'll make like more in-depth for everything because everything's like intricate in itself.
Yeah, so we'll cover it. We'll also make like top 10s, give you guys quick rundowns. I'm like, I will not do top 10s, but top 10s are good. They give you their like a different perspective, you know? And so anyway, so I'll do sealed versus singles. I think that's an interesting topic. This applies to both modern and vintage. It applies mainly to vintage. It's honestly, at the end of the day, personally, sealed is better in my opinion. I mean, sealed demands a lot more. Sealed stuff is way, way, way more expensive. Like a sealed booster box is worth way more than a sealed booster pack, and it's worth way more than a card. It's just like the potential of getting the crazy cards makes all these things worth so much, if you know what I mean. Like, so, and also it's like these aren't when you keep them sealed, you're not gambling. So it's like this, like I could open all these and they might all be weight, they all might be all be light, and I might not get anything, and it just, oh, hold on, I have to show them what these are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no guarantee that I pulled this base set 2 Charizard out of here. It could literally be nothing. And so, people
are down to take the chance.
They're down to take the chance, but if you're like, if you want to be a more like savvy investor, the gambling isn't worth it. It's fun, don't get me wrong. Like, it's fun to open packs every once in a while. But at the end of the day, it's always the worst move, in my opinion. So I would always say keep sealed. For more like cheap sets, it's fine personally. Like, okay, like Darkness Ablaze, like you can find it readily. You pull a Charizard, it's worth like $150 or something. I mean, that's fun too. So just run it. Even Hidden Fates, I feel like is kind of worth opening in some ways, just because there's a lot of shiny cards, and they like have that intrinsic value already attached to them. I don't know. Do you have any more like things to say about that real quick?
I don't know. Sometimes like Modern is weird because it doesn't sell for a lot, even though it's like an expensive chase card. And that's mostly because like the other cards aren't even worth it, and you're just chasing one card.
Yeah, that's true too. So it's a lot to think about. And then we'll just run to the next topic because this video is getting kind of long. So the next thing is graded versus ungraded. And so it's like the concept of like, should you buy graded or ungraded? And that's a whole that's a whole topic in itself, honestly, because you can find like, how much is a first edition Vaporeon? Put minus PSA. Oh, okay, cool. That is not first edition. I don't know, like, watch. There's a first edition holo Vaporeon, but it's probably in bad condition. Look, this one's 23. Click on that one. Near mint. $23. That's kind of wild, honestly. It looks pretty minty.
Looks pretty clean.
Oh, no. That's not going to get a 10.
Yeah, if you guys want to have the grading skill that we have, make sure to hit that bell, and then we'll drop our PSA guide soon.
Yeah, but so basically, this comes down to like a question of your own skill sets. If you want to invest and you don't want to like put in the other like work, you can just buy cards. You can literally, in Pokemon card investing, you can find your own ways to make your own like lanes of like building up your collection and like investing, you know what I mean? Because it's like, for me, how I did it is I would this is literally probably the only PSA Pokemon card I've bought is this Vaporeon. Everything else I graded myself. And so basically how I did that is I just found deals on cards, and I knew the conditions of the cards, and I kind of assumed what grades they would get. And so I just made sure that the grades they would get were profitable for me. Like, they were good deals. You know what I mean? Like I said, like this example, like I got this card for $12 plus $20, $30. So I got a PSA 9 no symbol Flareon for $30. So you can run it either way. Personally, in my opinion, I think purchasing graded is fine if you believe in the card and you believe in the set and you know enough. You should not follow YouTubers' opinions. That's just me. I think it's a good basis of like, okay, I'm a YouTuber, but
yeah,
but no, because they'll make top 10s lists and they'll be like, invest in this card and blah 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 blah, and it's like, yeah, it's fine. That will drive like prices up because they're already making a video about it.
Yeah,
and
so
like,
you gotta find your own card, because like if you saw a video, check the views. It's probably like 1,000. If like at least a couple of them went for it, it's gonna go up.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta figure out, do your own research and find cards that you think are gonna go up and buy them graded if they're cheap. Basically, what you want to look for in cards is finding graded cards and finding cards that are undervalued. And when I say undervalued, it's kind of like the concept of like, you know, this one Charizard is worth this much. It's worth like a K or whatever. But then there's another Charizard and you're like, oh, this is the next best alternative, and it's literally worth, it's cost like what, $100, and you're like, the discrepancies don't make any sense to you with your knowledge base. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to buy raw if you believe that it's in good condition and you have and you want to learn the skill set of grading. But if you have the extra money to spend, I feel like getting graded is good too.
Grade is guaranteed, but if you have the skill set of knowing how to check out what cards are getting what grades, then there's definitely a lot more like profit and more money to be made in that realm. And so that's my recommendations. I recommend that everyone should learn how to grade. Like, personal grading is probably one of the best tools that you can ever have. We'll make a video on it later, but basically just like send a couple cards to PSA. I would say send 10, you know what I mean, of like various conditions, and then you can see what will get what. Just trust your gut, you know? Trust your gut, but do your research. And so that's my guide on investing to begin with. I know there wasn't any like, you should invest in this or you should like do this. It's more of like general ideas, but I think these general ideas are what helped me like get to where I am. So always, oh, also, yeah, this goes back to research, but one more thing is always do your research. Like, keep researching and just look things up. And like, use eBay sold listings. Look up sold, and then you know the price of the things. You know what I mean? And so back to the Flareon. I guess I'll use Shining Celebi as an example. You know what I mean? Like, this got an 8. Oh, yeah, we'll just show them. So this got an 8, and it's like, this card is worth like $300 right now. And so, I don't know, I got this card for like $40. You know what I mean? So, I got it for 40, graded it for 20, $60. So, times 5, I made like times 5 profit, you know what I mean? So, and it's because I knew this card was worth a lot because it was a shining card. So the point I'm trying to make is like, just know the prices of things, because if you know a deal, if you see a deal, you can cop it when you see a deal. So that's all I have to say. Just always look things up, just always be curious, just always want to know how much things are worth, and then also try to understand why. I mean, the whys are like really obvious. Like this Shining Celebi, it's a vintage card, lol. You know what I mean? It's vintage, but it's also a shining card. And shining cards are
they're like different variants.
They're rare because you could only have one per deck. And so what that means is like Nintendo printed less because you could only have one in a deck. So they made way less of these.
And this one's rare because it doesn't have a symbol.
Yeah, exactly. And this makes it rarer than a first edition card. So you just have to learn all the nuances. And I know I've said this. I said it a million times in the video. But, like, love doing it, and you'll be chilling. Because then
if you put in the work, then you're going to find sleepers, and you're going to find everything that's good.
Mm-hmm. There will be a lot of outlets. There's, like, because for me, I'm like, okay, I like getting cards graded. And so I learned how to grade cards, and that gave me that outlet. But then I also know, oh, these types of cards are going to go up, so I know that outlet. You know what I mean? And then it's like, by knowing vintage and modern, you can be like, okay, like, I can sell Hidden Fates really quick and then use it to buy vintage cards. Like, it's a snowballing effect. The more and more you learn, the more and more outlets there are. So I think that's the gist of it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Yeah, this is like a 30-minute video. If you guys stuck through this long, like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe. Also comment. If you guys have any questions at all, honestly, just DM me at the Real Flex Gods. And I'll try to help you. I'll try to help you guys with good deals or whatever. Because I'm like, this channel isn't that big yet, so take advantage of that now. You know what I mean? Because it's like, once we like get flooded with questions, we're not gonna be able to answer all of them. But right now, like, we're like super new still on YouTube, so we'll reply to everything we can. Hit us up. It's honestly a good time to get in, so get in there while you can, gamers.
Yeah, and we're gonna go, like we said, this is only the start of it. There's so much we can go over, and we'll make more videos of it, like, more in-depth.
Yeah, honestly, we'll make a more concise one, but this video's for the real ones. If you're a real one, if you're watching this video to this point, you are an OG, and when we blow up, we will lace you guys. Just saying.
Yeah, you could have a PSA card coming in your mail.
But anyways, so that's the gist. We'll talk to you guys later, okay?
Comment PSA is cool if you made it this far.
Yeah. That's an OG person. If that's an OG viewer badge right there.
Yeah, OG viewer badge. You watch the whole video, and then you're cool.
And if you commented within a month of this video being dropped, you're an OG member, and we will remember our OG members in like a year.
Yeah, don't change your name on YouTube though.
Yeah, for real. All right, laters, guys.
Bye.